Hello everyone, welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV as well as BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Go on there folks. You can actually watch all the BTC Fiber original programming, each show on there. You can see every episode of our show, Albert and Billy Show. We'd love it if you go on there and gave us a thumbs up, a like, and if you do leave a comment, that's great. Just it'd be nice if it's a nice one. If it's a mean one, just talk to us about it.
Be truthful.
But usually, I'll have to say, everybody's been very, very nice, Papa. I was actually stopped not long ago by two ladies from Kentucky here on the 127 cell. That we are in the middle of the Highway 127 cell, which is known as the world's longest yard sale. So there is a lot of tourists in town, and I was stopped by two women from Kentucky. At first, I thought, or maybe they didn't say my name. So I kept walking and they said it louder. So I turned around, and because I knew I didn't know them, but turns out that Papa, they were, I apologize, I don't remember the name of the town. They said it was a small town in Kentucky.
Might be Pikeville, Kentucky.
That would be funny, wouldn't it?
There is a Pikeville, Kentucky, but it's larger than this Pikeville.
Yeah, I can't remember what they said, but it's a small town in Kentucky, and they watch us all the time on YouTube. And they were very, it had been not, which of course I wasn't prepared for. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I believe if me and you both had been walking down there, they had probably insisted on having their picture made with us. They were very they were very excited.
No one's ever asked me to have a picture made. No one's ever asked for my autograph.
Actually, he's telling one. I've heard a couple people ask for both, and we've had to take pictures with several people, especially for the 100th episode.
I'm talking about beautiful women.
Oh.
So just the ugly ones, right? Just the, oh, Papa, you got yourself in trouble.
He's mad because it was just
backpedal. Just backpedal.
But that was crazy. That was crazy. But
most people that talk to me are men with heavy beards. I watch you on the television show.
Oh yeah, if I had $1 for every time, if I'm in a store somewhere, so many times I'll have somebody be like, "Well, I just saw you on TV." Acting like I walked out the screen or something to the store.
You ever get the one, you look about 50 pounds heavier on TV.
I ain't got that one yet. I hope I don't. But actually everybody's been really, really great, you know. And we have a blast doing it, and we love you guys and are very grateful, very grateful. We have some really awesome fans. We really and diehard fans too. We have some that are, man, loyal as loyal can get. I'm telling you, Papa. So we love all you guys. Daryl, do you see the birthday calendar?
I was over there at the old hospital one day.
Started a new tradition
at the
here.
old hospital, and I walked in and I was wanting to talk to the lady, and she was like busy back there in the back and stuff, and I was like, hello, hey, come on, I need some help here or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she come walking up here, she says, I can't talk to you right now. I'm listening to Albert and Billy on the radio.
No!
I said, well, okay, well, as soon as they go off,
That is awesome.
That really,
This was
really
where
happened.
now?
Right over there at the old hospital, at the museum.
You're telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth. She said, I can't talk to you right now. Albert Billy's on right now.
That is awesome. And man alive, we know her too.
Yeah, she's sweet.
She works over there at the Ross House sometimes, and you know her, yeah. And she is a big fan. She is. That's funny though. That's funny.
She didn't want no part of me.
Well, we want to wish some birthdays. I need to add one in that I got told about also. Well, when you walk down the street, you can find out all kinds of things, I tell you. Today is the 6th, correct?
6th of August.
Oh, well, what in the world happened to that pen?
The 6th of August. That's hard to believe, ain't it?
It
this
really
year is
is.
just flying.
Remember, Allie has her surgery the 11th.
There'll be a prayer for her.
Allie has her surgery August the 11th.
Oh, okay. Of course, he's talking about our former producer, Miss Allie, Pursley, but Allie Pursley Smith now.
Yes.
So yeah, obviously, keep Allie in your prayers and thoughts as she has surgery. What day is it again? The 11th.
The 11th.
Okay. Happy birthday! Like I said, Papa. Really accidentally have started a new tradition for us. It wasn't intentional. Remember, I done it one time, and now we get requests every week to do it, which is totally fine. Totally fine. I try not to ever forget it. So we're going to tell you some birthdays that took place this past week. 2 are today. On Tuesday, August the 3rd, it was. We'll say a happy belated birthday to Miss Leah Forgy Hurd. You know her. And happy birthday to Miss Linda Walker. That was on the 3rd. Yesterday, August the 5th, happy birthday to Caressa Robertson. I've known her forever. Happy birthday, Caressa. I love that family. You know I love you, Caressa. I hope you had a great birthday. And also yesterday was the sheriff's birthday, Mr. Jimmy Morris. Happy birthday, Caressa and Jimmy. And today, I want to wish a happy birthday to Kim Bird and Teresa Cordell. So happy birthday. Happy birthday, Leah, Lindy, Caressa, Jimmy, Kim, and Teresa. I hope y'all had and are having a great birthday. I'm almost certain that I've been able to remember that each week. I try to remind y'all each time. And of course, we've got some announcements. What would an Albert Billy show be without announcements? That would be, which but
shorter.
Yeah, it seems like at the first of the year though. Remember, we had like maybe 2 straight weeks where there were none, and like we didn't know what to do with ourselves. Like it was the first.
Give me a chance. I'll come back with some
more jokes.
That's true.
More jokes.
Now, remember last week's? They were
jokes
good.
were good last week. That come out of the $12 book.
It must have. I think maybe the last 2 weeks he's really been spot on with the jokes. So maybe I'll go 3 for 3, folks. We'll find that out later in Albertology. Some big events coming up though. Obviously, this one's a big one. It is the Bledsoe County Fair.
Yeah.
It is going to get underway on August the 10th is the official start, okay? That's when, the activities, the rides, the pageant shows, exhibits, and all that good stuff gets underway, and it will continue through Saturday, August the 14th. So,
is that on Tuesday?
Yes, it'll get started this upcoming Tuesday, folks, August 10th. Runs through Saturday, August the 14th. So definitely come out and check out the fair. And Yeah, I can even confirm it once again. The fair officially opens at 6 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday, August the 10th. With carnival rides, the rides you can ride those until 10 p.m. and the rides are also will be from Tuesday through Saturday with the same time frame each night. On opening night, though, a pet show will be in the center ring at 6:30, and a sheep, goat, and pig show will begin at 7 p.m.
Wow.
We might have to go check that out, Papa. But the theme this year, Papa, is Paradise. That's different. I like that. Paradise. So that is this year's theme, and I can tell you some of the prices. The gate entry fee will be $5 on Tuesday and Thursday, and the entrance fees for Friday and Saturday will be $10. Children ages 5 and under will be admitted, though they can get in for free each night. And Wednesday, August 11th is family night, and that's the night that the gate admission is $1 per person on just that night, the 11th. And something new on this evening on the 11th is a youth rally with the first 300 youth to enter the fairgrounds. They will receive a free hot dog,
wow,
chips, drink, and dessert, plus a free armband. Wow, for the carnival rides. That's pretty cool right there. Now that's
how old do I look?
We're going to send Papa and see if he can get away with it.
At least 12.
It'd be pretty funny if you did.
I don't feel 86.
You don't act it either. You don't. I got to keep him on his toes, so we don't let him act it. So, anyway, obviously, if you have any questions, you can follow the Bledsoe County Fair on Facebook at Bledsoe County Fair. They have their Facebook page, and that can give you all the information that you need. And one more thing on the fair, the popular rodeo will kick off at 7:30 p.m. in Center Ring, and that is going to be on Friday and Saturday this year. So that's good. And I don't think that's usually it's just one of those nights. So it's going to be both nights.
That's good.
Yeah. And the other main event will be on Saturday. The tractor pull. That's for the past several years, Papa, the tractor pull has drawn huge crowds over there. So that, remember, folks, will be 6 p.m. on Saturday the 14th. So sounds like the fair is not going to disappoint. So you guys be sure to go and check it out and support it. And let's see here. Oh, yeah. This I've helped them with this before. I've been the bartender a couple of years at this event. It's the 9th annual Bledsoe End of Summer Bash and Toy Drive. September the 18th is the date this year, folks. It's going to be at the beautiful Lucky Star event venue, which we've actually filmed an episode there.
Yes,
it's
did.
Beautiful, isn't
Beautiful.
it? It's on Upper East Valley Road. I would say
15-minute drive.
Yeah. And I mean, if you haven't seen the Lucky Star, folks, honestly, it's. I used to say it was like our best kept secret. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful piece of property. So I would definitely recommend you going to this. It gets kicked off at 4:30 p.m. with live music. Cam and Kane, Josie Clay, and the Sullivan Band will all be performing this year. Camping is available both Friday and Saturday nights, and their campground is awesome. So I definitely recommend that. And this year, the food will be provided by the Morgan Brothers. So bring a chair or blanket, a smile, the love of music, and a good attitude, and help us raise money and toys for the children here in Bledsoe County for Christmas. So remember, every year they have this. It's a charity event. And it's for a very good cause, and they end up helping a lot of people. So for more info, though, you can call Kelly Bledsoe at 423-762-3097. So that's two big events, Pawpaw. And one more that I have, and then I'm going to turn it over to you for a minute. The Bledsoe County Democratic Party is going to be holding a meeting on Tuesday, August 17th at 6 p.m. at the Farmers Market. It's to reorganize the party and establish bylaws. Please bring a chair to sit in. Please practice social distancing and wear a mask.
Wow.
All Democrats are urged to attend, so that is on August the 17th. And I want to make sure that I didn't miss nothing. I think I got mine in, Pawpaw, but you got a couple of big ones too. So let's hear what yours are.
This idea about the mask for the Democratic reorganization down here. Yesterday, all day long on the yard sale, I saw 3 people wear masks. All day long, I saw 3 only.
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought that strange that only 3 people out of all day's activities.
yeah.
Going.
I don't, because the red states are not into the mask thing as much. I'm not judging anybody, but the issue is when you're being told, and I'm talking on a national level. I'm not talking about the Democrats event,
No.
but on a national level, this is a free country. Okay, there are many other diseases out there that are a whole lot deadlier than the coronavirus. I'm somebody that has had it, and Pawpaw's had it too.
I've had it.
And Daryl's had it, but there's a 99% survival rate. You got to remember that. It's terrible and it is real, but so are all these other diseases that the media just seem to completely forget about. It's like they don't exist anymore. And I think the reason people are tired of the mask is because they're being forced to. And this is America, and we're not about that. You have to have your choice. So that's the issue with that.
But if businesses say you can't come into my business without one, you've got to
Well,
wear
now
one
that-
if you want to be in there.
That's true, and I'm saying
Or
that's
water parks or anything
Right.
else.
And listen,
and that's why I said I'm not putting down the event that you talked about at all. That's your right, and you have every right to do that.
If in factories or businesses,
Mhm.
people decree that if you're my employee, you will wear it
Right.
or not.
Right,
It's up
because
to you.
now which and things like that event, the event you're talking about, and your job. Well, those obviously are different, but I'm speaking on the national level. You're talking about the 3 mask thing. I believe the reason is what I'm saying. Like, people don't want to be
No,
told what to do on a 127
On
yard
anything.
sale. You know,
On anything,
Yeah.
I'm afraid you're right. Keep going.
You know, at Dollywood, I was there filming a few weeks ago, and it was personal preference. They had a huge sign up
Personal
front.
preference.
Personal preference. If you want to wear one, fine. Don't
If
bother
all
nobody
United
that don't.
States,
Don't
if
bother
all
nobody
United
that
States were to
does.
be that way,
We wouldn't
then
be having this
we would operate
conversation.
that way.
Right.
That's what it should be.
But
and
at
that's
the
what it
same
should have been
time,
from
with the
the beginning.
uptick, the way it's going, in the paper today it says Florida has no hospital beds. It is definitely on the upswing. We do not know what's going to happen about the mask issue, the mandate or not. We do not know.
We
But-
really don't, but
No, you don't
I'm
know.
pretty confident that it'll continue to be the blue states will have to wear them and the red states won't. This is why I like the governor of South Dakota, because it's similar to what you said, Daryl. She left it up to her people. South Dakota is the only state that she left it up to her people to make the right decision. Not one business was forced to close. Not one school was forced to close. They were able to make their own decision using their best judgment. And obviously she's a very popular governor now. She got a standing ovation. So that's the issue with this.
Renee works for the city of Chattanooga, my wife, and they have to wear masks. When they go inside of a government building or the state building or the city building,
and that's
they
job.
have to wear a mask.
Right.
And that's their job. And
you know it.
And they know it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
All right.
So what else you got?
We have the bargain basement at the Pikeville United Methodist Church from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Today's too late. It's the first and third Friday and Saturday of the month.
Is it first
Saturday, the first Saturday
Okay,
and the third Saturday, and the first Friday and the third Friday.
Okay.
So the first Friday is gone.
Yeah.
But tomorrow you may shop from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's right.
And they will be doing this each month.
Facebook for talking about masks.
From 9 to 1.
That's stupid.
And so if you have donations you'd like to make to the Pikeville United Methodist Church, you dial 883-7610 and talk to Miss Linda Hunter.
And you know her.
I know her and Don both.
You speak highly of them.
I'm not going to tell you what all Don will do for you because he might not do for you what he does for me. Coming up, the Edmonds Bluegrass, which is a big deal in Bledsoe County, is coming up August the 13th and 14th. That's next week, next Friday and Saturday. And they want everybody to come because they'll make room for you somehow. They want you to be there for the food, for the fun, for the fellowship, and for a blessing. The issue is going to be, will you show up or not? Because they are going to be there at the Edmonds Bluegrass Barn.
Man, that's been
It's
going on
127 North. Please try to be there for
since 77 or 78.
At least. And
that's a long time.
And I always say they got some of the best food. You will not be disappointed in the
Go
food.
hungry. I say go hungry, but that sounds weird when you say go hungry.
Yeah, but I
go there hungry, and you'll be
totally get it.
you won't go hungry.
You won't go hungry long.
And you'll
beans
like
and cornbread and a piece of
barbecue,
barbecue,
great barbecue,
everything they got. Fried pies.
So that's a lot of stuff coming up. So you guys go check it all out. And I don't have the report or paper on this, but I just realized so tomorrow is going to be the first Saturday of this month, correct?
For the bargain basement at the Methodist.
Okay.
So will they have a rod run?
So the cruise in is I'm assuming it's going to be tomorrow. That's what just popped in my
I don't
head.
know. I don't know if they canceled it because of 127. But I wouldn't think so. You know, I don't know.
Well, then I don't know. I didn't think about that, but I just know it's every first Saturday.
It is.
So, but now that you say that, I don't know.
I'm kind of scared.
So, to be
maybe,
continued. We'll try to find out.
We'll find out.
But right now, it's trivia time.
Trivia time. This first one should not get you now.
Oh,
I want you to think of a mammal that had a name, a book, and a movie about this mammal.
Oh,
is a bear a mammal? No.
Does it live in water?
Yeah.
Moby Dick.
Okay, but what was Moby Dick?
A big old whale.
A whale. A whale. Whales are mammals.
They sure are, and they're enormous.
And bears are not, right?
Their tongue is as big as a city bus.
Yes, it's amazing when you realize just how big a whale is.
Okay, Form 1040 sender. Who sends out the 1040 forms for you to fill out?
Oh, is it the IRS?
IRS. What does
Thanks
that
a lot,
stand
Brian.
for?
Internal Revenue Service?
Right. You get it on April the 15th. You have to have it filed by April the 15th.
That's right, that's right.
What is your dad's sister's title in the
Aunt.
family? Your aunt.
Yeah.
Your aunt. She is my aunt.
Ain't.
True.
If you are a pro-cager from Orlando, what is your designation? You're a pro-cager from Orlando.
Oh, so you're a baseball player.
No.
What's a pro-cager?
Cager is basketball.
A pro-cager is?
Cager is somebody that plays basketball.
Oh, I
I
didn't
did
know
not
that.
know
You know-
that.
I didn't
You
know
learned
that.
from Albert.
You do.
But
Listen.
apparently so.
So what are the pro basketball players?
Magic.
Orlando Magic. Now, that wasn't hard. You just didn't know what cager meant.
I didn't know what that meant.
I tried to
Never
confound
heard
you. Okay. I was invited to eat breakfast with Carla George and her husband Denny the other morning.
Was he?
And I noticed as I was waiting for her to make the gravy,
Oh,
we had a tremendous breakfast. I saw a picture down the hallway of a red bird. And I walked over to see it. And I said, Carla, who did this? She said, I did. She took me down another hallway, and on both sides were pictures of all kinds of scenes, flowers, waterfalls, forests, and things. I said, Carla, where'd all these come from? She said, I did them.
I had no idea.
I had no idea. And she said, Lord Albert, I ought to take you up the stairs and let you see all the other work I've done. Paula said she'd been doing it for years.
Well, apparently they forgot to tell me and you.
I did not
Because I
know
did
anything
not
about it.
know that, Miss Carla George.
Okay. The artist's stand on which they do their work is called a...
Oh, canvas. Is that right?
Well, okay, that's the surface. But what is the stand that they have the canvas is on for them to paint the picture they're painting?
It my
It's a
life.
wooden
Easel?
easel.
Oh, I've heard of okay. I've heard of that.
That's what holds your
Yeah.
canvas. I've got 2 pictures in my car that I drew for Brittany. I've got 3 of them that she wanted pictures drawn of elephants. And I drew her 3 pictures of elephants, different scenes. One a mother elephant and a baby elephant, and one a big tree. And then she took them home with her, and she took my outline and put it on canvas.
Brittany did?
Brittany did, and I've got them. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll have to check that out. I've not saw that yet.
What is a domed dwelling called? A domed.
No.
What is a domed dwelling that people live in?
A domed dwelling. Igloo?
Igloo.
Ooh, yeah. That's the only thing I can think of.
I was lost on that one.
I know.
I was thinking quadrant hut.
He's trying to trip me up on these
Well,
clothes.
they're rounded.
They are.
They're,
Obviously,
good.
I've never been in one.
I've never had
But it would
one
be,
either.
it'd be pretty cool just to check it out, and see.
Imagine sleeping in it.
Right.
It'd be cool. It'd be warmer in there than it would be outside.
Yeah, that's
What is the most famous landmark in San Antonio, Texas?
Okay, give me a minute, because I think I know it, but, the Alamo.
Remember the Alamo.
Yeah. I knew.
Santa Anna and the Mexican hordes took care of those 136 men.
Oh,
but
yeah.
In the end, Sam Houston came to the rescue.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Movie awards are given once a year. What are they called?
Oh, they're the Oscars.
Oscars. I don't know where that word came from, that name.
Yeah, I
Oscars.
know. That is kind of odd. That is odd.
Must have been named after somebody named Oscar.
Apparently so.
That's all of my trivia.
He must have been really talented.
Will you make that announcement for me?
Oh, well, okay, I sure will. Okay, Gibbs Pools is hiring.
Oh.
It says, if you're interested, please send personal message. We are hiring.
Yep.
And send a personal message
Gibbs
to Gibbs Pools
Elizabeth.
Facebook page, or Elizabeth Gibbs. And somebody did put Miss Tricia Roberts put excellent company to work for. So,
Aw.
so
And you must be able to swim.
yeah.
We're never around pools that have water. They're always empty.
All right,
Well, what's going
Thank
on
you.
in the sports world? You're welcome.
I don't have
my
a whole lot of
advertisement for
sports,
today.
but there's a
What?
lot of sports activity going on. The
Uh-huh.
Olympics are still going on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Total medal count right now, the United States is ahead of China, but China is ahead in the gold medal department.
I think that was the issue last week too. Seems like.
China goes for the gold,
Right.
but the total gold in the United States is 29, but in China they've got 34.
Oh, okay. On the
But
gold.
total, we've got 71. We've got 91. They've got 74.
Oh wow.
They're not going to catch us medal wise.
No, that is impressive
but
on
we
that.
won't catch them gold wise either.
Right. But I didn't realize the U.S. had won that many medals. That's
well,
impressive.
that's not all of them. They're still winning.
Okay.
Won in wrestling today.
So that would make it 92 at
yeah.
least. Okay.
Okay. Tuesday, we got some semblance of normalcy to return to the Olympics as Simone Bowles decided to participate in the
She did. Simone Biles.
balance
finally
beam.
did.
Balance
Well,
beam.
good. I'm
She
glad she
medaled.
done something.
She got a medal, albeit gold, bronze. She
Well,
would have
still.
been a favorite in any of the other four that she did not participate. She would have been a favorite to
I
win gold.
know. I
The
can't-
ones that she turned down
understand it.
the participation in was the all around,
Okay.
the floor exercises, the uneven bars, and the vault. Those are the ones that she would have participated in, but
And
because of the twisties, this is what the athletes in all sports call it whenever they get lack confidence about where they are in the air.
Yeah, she.
Because
yeah.
there's so much of this that is trust that I'm going to land on that beam whenever I turn that flip.
I know. Yeah, I can tell you right now. I
I wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, no way.
But the title given to their disorientation
Uh-huh.
is the twisties.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Mm-hmm.
That's two things you've learned today.
Is that a
I got one for you.
Albertism?
Yeah, the ones that she dropped out of, her teammates medaled in.
They did. They.
I hope that wasn't something you were fixing to say.
It's all around.
Yeah.
I reported on her last week. She
Yeah.
won the gold, but she also beat
Yeah.
she beat Simone in the qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they did kind of. I get your point, though. I think they did get inspired to try harder for
Yeah,
her,
I do.
because clearly something's going on, with her.
Well, what it boils down to is a lack of confidence.
Okay.
I don't believe that I can do it for some reason. You've got to be confident.
Mhm.
I can remember a boy kept striking out in our yard playing with the kids,
Uh-huh.
and he just got to where he couldn't even try. And I said, let me tell you something, son. The next time you step up to that plate, you say to yourself, I'm going to get a hit.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me and he said, but I strike out every time. I said, no, you've struck out so far. I said, try to hit the ball and say to yourself,
That's right.
I'm going to hit it.
That's
and he
right.
did.
Oh, really? Well, that's
Confidence goes a long
It
ways
does.
in
Well,
what
in
people
everything.
can accomplish.
that is
And
so
everything.
true.
Yeah,
That is
it's
so
true.
And that's really cool that after you told him that, he done it. So he took your advice.
All right. Swimming.
Yeah,
We've got a
good.
swimmer named Caleb Dressel.
Uh-huh.
He's got, so far, out of 5 chances, he's got 5 goals.
Wow.
Wow.
That's very impressive.
We've had 3 men to do that. Mark
Mhm.
Spitz,
Phelps.
Phelps, and then there was another man by the name of Matt Biondi, and a German.
Mhm.
Those men have won 5 goals before.
That's amazing.
I'm proud of this one man because to win 5 goals in the Olympics,
Oh man.
he can probably write in how many places he would like to support to do advertising for.
Oh,
Yeah, all the cereal
they're set.
boxes, right? All the
Cereal,
cereal.
You're right.
Wheaties is the breakfast of champions, is what they always say, you know.
You're absolutely right. When they win gold medals like that, let me tell you, they're set for life
Tennis shoes,
financially
everything.
because of the endorsements.
But now,
Yes.
not Spitz, but Phelps, the other
Uh-huh.
swimmer, he said he sided with Simone Bowles because he said
is it? I think it's Biles, isn't it? Simone Biles, Biles.
it might be.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead.
I made
Simone.
I made a mistake once before.
Very,
Simone Biles, I believe you're right. That's the first mistake I ever made. Football.
And the meteor was the first
Wait
one.
though, but what was you? Phelps sided with her.
He said he could identify with her.
Okay.
He understood
Mhm.
what she was going through. He wasn't saying in swimming you wouldn't have the same problem about confidence other than
Well,
you would want to say I'm better than the next guy.
yes. Now that I sit there and think about it, though, I've noticed over the years several different athletes in different sports where they do get in a slump and they do lose confidence. I think just because they're so talented, maybe we tend to forget that they're still human.
They're still human. That's right.
Baseball
Good point.
batters,
Good point.
baseball hitters,
Mhm.
same problem.
Yeah.
Well, on swimming, when you're turning, you're going up to the wall, you got to know exactly when to start going for your turn,
Yeah.
or you will lose your position and your point
That is
and
true.
everything. So there's a lot of
Very technical.
technical stuff.
That is
They got to
true.
do it exactly right. In other words,
Yes.
In football, Peyton Manning will be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah, there we go.
Guess who's going to introduce him?
His brother?
dad.
His dad.
I knew.
Oh,
wow.
I was
That's
going.
great.
I meant
How
to
cool
say
is that?
Archie first. I knew you was going to say Archie or Eli.
But he only gets 8 minutes in his acceptance speech, and he's saying, "I've
No way.
got so many people I want to thank."
I know. Come on now.
So he says it's going to be hard for me to cram everybody in there in that 8 minute
It's going
acceptance
to be
speech.
about near impossible.
He was playing with the Indianapolis Colts and
Yeah.
had won a Super Bowl with them.
He did.
And in 2011, I believe it was, he got sick, and they decided to go with somebody else, rather than wait and see what
I
happened to him.
know. Boy, they
And
ended
he
up
wound
regretting
up
that.
signing with the Denver Broncos.
He sure
And in
did.
4 years, they won 4 championships and a Super Bowl.
He got another Super Bowl with them. That's absolutely
He's
right.
the only man in football that ever
In case he
won a
was.
Super Bowl with 2 franchises.
Right up until now, Tom Brady.
Well, I said he was the only one.
Yeah, up until just this year. Yeah, I mean he had been the only one to do that. Tom Brady just accomplished that this year.
Tom Brady could go with enough.
I know, man. Now sometimes I think maybe he's not here.
Tom Brady is a different piece of meat. I'll tell you
He
that.
is. He's like a machine out there.
Now we talked about the Big 12 losing.
Oh, I can't
Going to
believe
lose
this.
Texas and Oklahoma in 2025. They're going to join the SEC.
Yeah.
That drops them down to 8 members only. Those
I
8
know.
members are floundering because they do not have the draw of the 2 biggies, Oklahoma and Texas.
Yeah.
So their TV contracts are going to suffer.
I don't like this.
So
Papa.
let me tell you
I
what's
don't.
happening today. The Pacific Conference,
Pac-12.
Pac-12, and the Big 12 are talking about merging.
Wow.
That would create a 20-member
power.
powerhouse. But
Then-
of course, the Big 12 would be minus the two biggest ones,
Yeah, but that would make up for it.
but that's going to make the SEC stronger by having Texas and Oklahoma.
It is. Let's see. How can I put this? Like, I mean, I understand the reasonings, but I don't really agree with the reasons because basically, it's greed at the end of the
Well,
day.
it's money, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And so look what they've done to their conference. You know, they've
But-
destroyed their conference now, and now they're having to go through all this. You know what I mean? It's I don't understand that really.
But I can understand the SEC allowing them to come in
Oh yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
I
going to
wasn't
make
meaning
the
them.
TV contracts fatter.
It is.
So the 14 schools in the SEC are going to get a bigger dividend at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, that is true. Honestly, when I said greed and about money, I was really, I'll just say that I was referring to Texas and Oklahoma. I mean, because that is the reason.
Well, they were carrying the rest of the conference.
Mm-hmm. And you know, financially, I'm sure.
And in the SEC, you've got your bottom tier.
Yes.
You got your bottom. Although Kentucky's been able to beat Tennessee here pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Even Vanderbilt's been able to beat them some.
I know. We've kind of been in that bottom dweller the past couple of years, Papa.
Okay, Tennessee at Knoxville, they have added another lineman, and he is the number 3. He's a 3-star athlete,
Okay.
and this is going to give Tennessee an overall rating of they're going to award us 30th place in the United States. We're going to be ranked number 30 before the season ever starts. And can you
Okay.
imagine last year we only won 3 games?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Tennessee.
I mean, I know them, number 30 is not like a real high number, but when you think about the position that they're in, though, it actually is pretty amazing that
It's
he's been able to
amazing
do
that we're getting any
It
recruitments
is.
at all.
I have to say, I'm impressed with that.
Bowling Green will be on September the 2nd, our first game. That'll be on a Thursday night. We will be playing at 7 o'clock our time.
Okay. Where do you know
First game is Bowling Green
where at? Do you know where?
at Knoxville.
Okay. Oh, good. Home
And
opener.
in baseball, this will be all the sports I have. In
Nice.
baseball, the Atlanta Braves are in 3rd place, but they're only 2 games out of 1st.
Oh, okay, so it sounds like they've made some improvements.
Now, my Dodgers are in 2nd
I was
place,
waiting for that.
but they're 4 games behind.
Oh,
That's not good.
that's not good. What's wrong with your Dodgers this year?
They're languishing. That's a word that I came up with. That means you're staying where you are and you must like it.
I guess.
That's
Going in the dictionary next year.
it's in the
New
dictionary.
word. Oh, it is.
I guess I was.
We were thinking you making up words.
You know, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Their
The
man-
Dodgers have been very
Their manager's
good
name
the
is
past few
Roberts.
years.
That might be the problem.
Listen.
Dave Roberts. Bless his heart. That's
Well,
all I have in sports.
okay. Well, we'll take a short commercial break, and then after the break, we'll be back.
I'll take care of lunch today, Dylan. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay this way for error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The out freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Thirsty there, Papa.
There you go.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show. I want to thank our sponsors: Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Scotty's, the offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker, Farm Bureau Insurance down in South Pikeville by Putnam Reed Funeral Home, Matt Massingale and his friendly staff, Pikeville Family Dentistry on the Caddy corner of us here. The Loom, our next door neighbor on Cumberland Avenue. Go see Miss Judy Yates. She's got all kinds of selections actually over there at the Loom. The Getting Place, Morgan Brothers as well. They're obviously expanded, so it's Morgan Brothers is still. They're still North Pikeville, what, about 2 miles maybe north of Pikeville. Then, of course, they've added the venue, and now
Here in town on Spring Street.
Yeah, right. Very, very, very nice. And then, of course, now it's all finished because the Bank Walker Brewery has been completed. But if you've not seen the inside of either one of them, you're going to be amazed. It's very, very nice, very nice. So congratulations to them, and a lot of people are enjoying it. Gibbs Pools
Now hiring.
now hiring. State Farm Insurance. Nick and his friendly staff are over on the bypass, right by the dollar store. Milldam Outdoor Adventures, Timmy and Michelle Campbell on that, and the Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. Also a sponsor of the Albert and Billy Show. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and now it is time for some Albertology, Papa.
I'm ready.
All right.
Do you remember Barbara Streisand?
Oh, well, yeah, she's a legend. Yes.
She is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And with a great voice, I have to say.
starting tonight,
Mm-hmm.
there
Babs.
will be a new collection of previously unreleased studio performances by her.
Really?
The name of it is Release Me.
Huh.
And
That'd be
she's
very
79 years old.
I did not realize that, and she
she's
does
able-
not look it.
No, she doesn't look it, but she's able to come up with these performances.
That.
She is doing songs with Willie Nelson, Kermit the Frog.
Which are both of them are into the green.
Talk
you
about
know.
one extreme
And
to
Barry Gibbs.
My cousin.
I'm sure she is. But here's some fun facts
Very good.
about Barbara that I did not know. But she is a legend in movies.
Yes, definitely.
She attended Erasmus High School in New York City when Neil Diamond was in school with her, and they both sang in the choir.
Wow. Wow.
And Mary Martin, Anne Bancroft, and Carol Burnett were all considered for the role of Fanny Bryce whenever Funny Girl hit on Broadway.
Really?
But they
Which
didn't,
also, I mean,
they didn't take it.
those
Mary
are no
Martin.
slouches either, are
There
they?
you go. Her husband, James Brolin, and her ex-husband, Elliot Gould, both starred in the 1976 sci-fi movie thriller Capricorn 1.
Mm-hmm.
So she got two husbands there.
Yeah.
She was the first woman to receive an Oscar for writing and composing music. She did the song for A Star Is Born. She did that song.
Oh.
I had no idea.
I did not
She
know
had
that.
talent.
Did not know that.
Okay. The top states for bankruptcy. There are 5 of these. The reason
That's the last thing I thought it was going
I'm
to be.
doing this for our purpose. Number 1
Okay.
state for bankruptcy is Alabama.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Go
Didn't know
figure.
that.
Second is Nevada.
Oh, I see.
People gamble their life away.
I see. I
But
don't
number
like this
3 is Tennessee.
one. Oh, man. Don't
4
like
is
me on that.
Indiana, and 5 is Delaware. But the reason I wanted to say this is we beat Alabama at one thing. Now
I like that.
I'm going to do this. I've got a reason for doing this.
There's a method to his madness.
States rated for the quality of their school systems.
Oh, okay. Let's hear that.
These are the best systems.
Okay.
Massachusetts is number 1. Connecticut is number 2.
No.
New Jersey is number 3. Number 4 is Virginia. And number 5 is New Hampshire. We're not here in
Apparently,
the best.
you have to live in New
The
England
North.
to be on that
New
list.
England.
Besides New
But
Jersey,
the
it's all New England states.
But the states with the worst school systems are
Oh,
New
no.
Mexico, Louisiana, Arizona, Alaska, and Alabama. We're not
Alabama?
there. We're not
All
there. So we
right.
beat Alabama again.
2-0, baby.
We can't beat them in football, but we can beat them with school system.
That's right, in bankruptcy.
Dr. Seuss said this. You
Oh.
remember Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, he said a lot of stuff, didn't he?
His wife carried on his business affairs there for a while.
Yeah.
But he says, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
Yeah, he said a lot of things like that.
Smart man.
Almost like, I don't know what you call them, riddles in a way.
Church's chicken has
Uh-huh.
been sold.
Oh, really? To who?
Quiznos Subs bought them.
Wow.
Quiznos Subs bought them.
Well, then it'll be completely different then now, folks.
It'll be different. It'll be different.
I mean, there's not a whole, I've never noticed a whole lot of churches' chickens around here, but I knew it was a chain.
They have 29 in Tennessee.
but- okay. Wow.
No,
I didn't-
20. They have 20 in Tennessee.
Okay. I've seen the one in Chattanooga.
But they have 1,500 restaurants
I didn't know.
scattered throughout the United States.
I didn't know that.
So they're big,
Yeah. Bigger than what I thought they were.
but it's not been good for the last few years. For some reason, they've been going downhill. But chicken is always chicken. How else can you
I know, that is
chicken.
true. Well, I hear this could be the problem. It may not be no good. You gotta have good food.
Kentucky
Your
Fried
customers, you
Chicken.
know it.
Yeah.
You gotta have good food.
Let me tell you, many, many years ago, we had 2 dairies that worked us at the store.
Yeah.
Simon Dairies out of Crossville and Avalon Dairies out of McMinnville.
Mm-hmm.
We had people that wanted one and some wanted the other. So we had 2 brands, and
Oh,
people were happy.
Okay.
One day, walking in my back door of the store when I was manager, 2 men walked up to me and said, "Mr. Roberts would like to talk to you." I said, "Well, we'll go right ahead." They said, "We're from Mayfield Dairies, and we want you to know we just bought out Mr. C.C. Simonton in Crossville. So from now on, the milk products you will be receiving, though they be in Simonton cartons till they're all gone, you'll be getting Mayfield milk from Athens."
Really?
I said, "Well, what does that do to the price structure?" "Well, the milk will go up a dime a gallon." I said, "Let me tell you something, sir. If you go up on your milk a dime a gallon, you'll be cutting your throat because you'll be opening the door for Mayfield to get more business." Here's what they said to me. These were bigwigs in the organization.
No,
They
but
said,
hold up just a minute. Let me make sure I'm following you. You're talking about Mayfield, aren't you?
"Yeah,
So how? But you said this won't. You'll cut your own throat because it'll give Mayfield more business.
it will give Avalon more business."
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'm
now I'm
sorry.
with you. No problem.
So they said, "Mr. Roberts, we're going to tell you something about our company. We'll offer you 2 things. We'll offer you service and we'll offer you quality. We'll stand behind our product."
Okay.
In 6 weeks,
Uh-huh.
Avalon pulled up and left that pipe.
Whoa.
Let me tell
Wow.
you, it was a no-brainer.
Well.
They had the quality and they had the service.
So I see what you're saying. That's kind of what I was saying about, being good.
Yeah.
Good products. That's why.
All right,
I totally get that.
here we go with some jokes.
Oh, some jokes. I wonder what book they're out today.
The 99-cent book or the $14.
All right. This
All right, we're ready.
Jerry was at a marriage seminar,
Uh-huh.
and the leader of the seminar was asking everybody how long they had been married. And when it came Jerry's turn, he said, "We've been married for almost 50 years." "Wow," the leader said. "That's amazing. Perhaps you would take a few minutes to tell the rest of us some of your insights on how you've been able to stay married to the same woman for nearly 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Well, I'll think about it for a few moments." And then he said, "All right, I try to treat her nice. I buy her presents. I take her on trips. Best of all, for our 25th wedding anniversary, I took her to the Bahamas." And the leader of the seminar said, "Well, that's really beautiful. You took your wife to the Bahamas on your 25th wedding anniversary."
Yeah. Good
That's
point.
an inspiration for all of us,
Right.
the way you treated your wife. Maybe you can tell us what you plan to do for your 50th anniversary as it's coming up." He said, "Well, yes, I think I'll go back to the Bahamas and pick her up."
Oh, that's good. Hey, I wasn't expecting that. He said 25 years is enough for you, woman. I'm leaving you.
A police officer pulled over a driver and informed him that because he was wearing a seatbelt,
Mm-hmm.
he had won $5,000 in a safety competition.
Okay.
And the officer said to the man, "What are you going to do with the prize money you just won?" And the man said, "Well, I guess I'll go to driving school and get my license back." And at that moment, his wife, seated in the passenger seat, she chimed in and said, "Officer, don't listen to him. He's always a smart aleck when he's drunk."
God, these are two idiots.
This awakens the guy in the back seat, and when he sees the cop, he blurts out, "I knew we wouldn't get very far in this stolen car." And at that moment, there's a knock from the trunk, and a voice says, "Are we over the border yet?" He won $5,000.
Oh my God. They could have been on that show, America's Dumbest Criminals. That was good. That was good.
A young man is very excited because he won a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so he was so excited to get to be there. But when he got to the seat of the one that he won, is way up in the nosebleed section. And he looked around to see if there would be a possible empty seat somewhere that he could go and switch. And he saw one way down close to the yard line, close to the field. And he kept watching, and there's an empty seat there. So he thought, well, I'm going to risk it. And he ran down there to where that empty seat was. And there's a man sitting there, and he walks up to the man and said, "Is this seat taken?" He said, "No." He said, "Do you care if I sit here?" He said, "No." So he sat down, and he's enjoying the ball game, and he says to the man, "Why is this seat empty?" He said, "This seat belonged to my wife. We've not missed a Super Bowl since it started."
Right.
And he said, "Well, why is the seat empty?" He said, "My wife died."
Right.
And he said, "Well, if your wife died, why didn't you share the seat with somebody else in your family?"
Huh? Good point.
He said, "They've all gone to the funeral."
Wow.
But they weren't expecting that answer. That's cold. That's cold right there. But funny. Let's serve one more, Papa.
One more.
They've all been good.
Those are all good. You got Albertology. Do you know who the first woman country music singer was that ran the torch in the Olympics?
Country.
She carried the torch.
She carried the
country
torch.
music. Was it Dolly?
For a brief point of time.
Loretta?
Loretta Lynn.
Oh.
Ding, ding, ding.
I wonder why she was chosen.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think back then, back a long time ago, they would let a couple of 300 or so run
They would
the
take
torch.
turns.
They would take turns. It wasn't just like one
You're
person.
right. They stopped
So it
doing
would have to
that.
be somebody that was a celebrity.
That's right.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I
so
wonder-
ex-basketball players and
Yeah.
I think Muhammad Ali
I
Yeah.
remember,
ran it a couple of
I remember him.
times.
I
Oh,
remember him.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
And it was after he was damaged.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it was after that.
Okay, this is the last one.
All right.
And I remember the first job interview that I had to fill out an application for employment in Dayton, Ohio at National Cash Register. I had a 16-year-old cook that was a cook in a hotel that took me around to the businesses to let me apply for a job, and this is the first place he took me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had asked him how to help fill out the application.
Mm-hmm.
So here an applicant was filling out a job application, and he came to this question: have you ever been arrested? He wrote down no.
Mm-hmm.
The next question, intended for people who had said yes,
Yeah.
asked why were you arrested?
Right.
And so he pondered that for a minute, and he said, well, I never got caught.
Ooh.
That's the way most of us are.
Right.
We never got caught.
But once again, another idiot for putting that down. Papa, you're on a roll. This is like three weeks in a row, you know, where
We're gonna have to get a joke award.
There was no stupid ones, you know. They were all funny. They were all good.
Stupid ones.
Well, sometimes we have some that are not as good as others. But the last
the bad
3
ones are
weeks,
good.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks, though, they've all been good. So I got to give you props on that, Papa. You're on a roll.
But I like what Dr. Seuss said.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter. And those who matter don't mind.
Yeah,
They're your friends.
that's true.
They'll accept you warts and all. Have you not ever heard that before?
I have not. But I like it. I'll have to remember that one.
I'm glad I got a skin doctor. No, I'm just kidding.
I will say before we wrap up today that I forgot when we was doing announcements next, a week from today, next Friday also is the Jamboree for high school football.
Hey, yeah.
So high school football is getting ready to get revved up again.
Cadillac Seaver will be in gear.
Yeah.
Senior year, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I hate to see that, but glad he's moving on.
I know they're a good group. You know, there's a few of them. We're gonna have them on the show later on in the season. We had the coach, Coach Tabor, was with us last year, but he wanted us to come there and do an episode, but we never just got to do it, so we decided to wait until football season. So we'll have Coach Tabor and his team on a future episode of the Albert and Billy Show. So obviously we'll keep you updated on that. But football season does get underway next week with the Jamboree. And remember, you can listen to all the football games right here on WUAT live.
And
every
so the
Friday
Jamboree
night.
will be broadcasted.
Yeah, because we don't always do the Jamboree, but because they're playing back to back this year, they got them the first and second quarter, which usually does not happen. But since they're doing that, you'll be able to hear the Jamboree right here on WUAT.
That's good.
So keep that in mind, folks. And thanks for joining us today. And we will see you guys next week for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. You guys have a great week. And we'll see you next time. So long, folks. Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks, everybody, for watching.